Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex, and I have some updates from around the land of smiles for you today, this Tuesday, June 11th.
This ad is brought to you by Carzuno, the easiest way to lease a brand new car in Thailand.
And we're going to start with our first story, which is bound to spark some controversy, as Thai women have been ranked as the 5th most beautiful in ASEAN. Now, American finance website Insider Monkey ranked Thai women as the 5th most beautiful in ASEAN, with Vietnam taking the top spot. The report, launched on May 31st, included 20 leading Asian countries, highlighting the impact of the beauty industry on rankings. South Korea secured the #1 spot overall due to its booming beauty sector. Vietnamese women are praised for their soft skin and elegant personalities, with affordable beauty treatments contributing to their top rank. Thailand, known for its hourglass figures, anticipates its beauty industry to generate $6.7 billion in 2024, growing by 5.1% from 2024 to 2028. What do you guys think? Is this praise or a slap in the face? I was like, Thailand, the 5th most beautiful? Hey, that's definitely, I know so many people coming here to start their new relationships, find love here in Thailand. So when I read this news report, I was sure that there's going to be some controversy coming out of here. Now, I actually missed which other countries are ranked ahead of them, but Vietnam ahead of Thailand, I am suspicious right off the bat. So let us know in the comments, what do you guys think? Where should Thailand be ranked in terms of ASEAN beauty? Let us know. Also, hey, good morning again, Adventures Foreign and Domestic. Welcome back. All right, cool. On to our next story. So this one's, I gotta give you guys a little trigger warning if you're not into the bugs, because we had moth mayhem. Now, British tourists were swarmed in a Thai hotel room, and they were horrified after accidentally letting in over 2,000 moths into their hotel room in Pai, Thailand. Now, in a TikTok video, Gemma Sayer captured the alarming scene of the insects swarming their bed and mosquito netting. The tourists noticed moths entering through a gap by the door and tried to block it with a towel. However, when they opened the door, a cobra lunged at them and the moths flooded in. A hotel employee can be seen inspecting the room with a headlamp and bat, and the door was reportedly open for just a split second. How things can change quickly. You can be having a nice time on vacation. All of a sudden, a cobra lunges at you, and you're swarmed with moths. I mean, at least they got a story out of it. Nobody got bit by the snake. That's nice. And just gonna ruin your night, but you went viral. So at least there's that. Hopefully you got a lot more followers out of that one. But yeah, Larry Connolly says, I don't want to stay in that hotel room. I think I'm with you on that. It's a big thing here in tropical climates, insects, creatures, and critters, and little lizards and things like that. If you're staying out near nature, nature's going to be there. So, just better prepare. The mosquito nets were a nice touch, but my God, I don't know. It's almost like a biblical plague in that room at that point. So, hope their vacation takes a brighter turn. Maybe turn off the lights at night and the moths won't come flying in. All right. Now, on to our next story. So, a little bit of a controversial one now. We're heading down to Phuket, where a Russian tourist traffic light tantrum went viral. Now, a Russian tourist in Phuket spat on a Thai woman and tried to slap her at Wat Naka intersection on May 29th over a traffic light misunderstanding. Now, Pachachiria and her husband filed a complaint at Vichy police station after the incident. The Russian man, angered by what he perceived as a traffic violation, confronted her, insulted her, and then drove away. The man later apologized via video conference through his lawyer, promising to return to Thailand in September to face charges of physical assault and insulting behavior, which carry potential fines and imprisonment. Just nasty behavior from these guys. And this is one of the reasons I don't like driving. I feel like driving just brings out the worst in people. Thai people, very chilled out. For a city like Bangkok that has so many people in the cars, so much traffic, you're always surprised at how courteous everyone is in traffic. Everyone's letting each other in. There's no honking horns, stuff like that. So foreigners coming in and, getting frustrated with whatever the local traffic is like, and then exhibiting a bit of road rage, probably unacceptable. Now, the man is back in Russia, but he has said he will come back to face consequences, which, good on him, I think, for owning up to his bad behavior, apologizing for it, and then hopefully facing the punishments We'll see. Hopefully it won't be that extreme because, like you said, it's one of those things where he didn't just ignore this. He could have just gone back to Russia and ignored this, but then he probably wouldn't be allowed back in Thailand. So, yeah, guys, control yourselves on the roads. You never know who you're going to piss off in the wrong way. So, anyways, be careful. Mojo says via a lawyer. Yeah, just say sorry. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, just don't get mad in the first place. Things happen, accidents happen, and things like that. And we all have to be a little more patient, forgiving with each other. All right. Yeah. On to our next story. So, cannabis keeps coming up in the news in Thailand, and we have some weed warriors on the scene as Thai cannabis advocates have rallied in Bangkok. That's right. Cannabis advocates in Thailand, led by Prasichai Nunwal, rallied in Bangkok on the second anniversary of cannabis legalization to prevent its reclassification as an illegal narcotic. Over 300 demonstrators gathered outside of the UN office and planned to march to the government house, demanding the government use scientific processes for cannabis regulation to ensure public accessibility. They warned that reclassifying cannabis could lead to higher prices and underground markets. Now, Prasichai and Associate Professor Dr. Tawachai emphasized the need for specific legislation for cannabis, similar to tobacco and alcohol, to protect public rights and maintain access to medical cannabis services. Well, if this isn't the big social issue here in Thailand these days, obviously Thailand has tons of political issues, but this one keeps being drummed up as sort of the main social issue of concern here in the Land of Smiles. Now, the economy has shifted already to accommodate for billions and billions of dollars worth of the of cannabis market value, and that includes thousands and thousands of jobs, thousands of new businesses that have been set up, and yeah, millions of customers, right? Like, there are so many people coming to the Land of Smiles now, maybe potentially picking Thailand over neighboring countries because of this policy. So it's not only that. The businesses are paying rent, right? They're propping up the commercial real estate market. And at the end of the day, the dominoes are falling around the world in favor of legalization, with countries like Spain and Germany and Europe, the majority of the states in America now allowing at least medical cannabis. It seems like any sort of step backwards is the wrong direction. Now, maybe things got a little bit out of control, but they have laws on the books already that they could use to clean up the scene. So I would like to see them use science and statistics when designing their policy, rather than whatever the political climate of the day is. And we'll see how that goes. All right. Anyways, moving on. You guys you know I'm a cannabis guy, so I always got to throw in a story here and there. But now I got some funny ones for you guys here at the end. We have a hairy situation as Catholic monk haircuts have stirred drama in Ratchaburi. Now, an online drama unfolded after pictures of young Thai boys with Catholic monk haircuts were posted on Facebook, raising questions about their consent. The boys, participants in the annual celebration of St. Anthony Church, Donmotanoi in Ratchaburi, had their heads shaved bald with a ring of hair resembling historical Catholic monk styles. The church clarified that the haircuts were voluntary, with the boys compensated for their roles, and parents had also consented. Now, despite the explanation, many netizens remain critical, questioning the appropriateness and voluntariness of the haircuts. Oh, come on. Kids get silly haircuts all the time. Like, if the parents consented and the kids got some sort of prize for doing it or something like that, come on, it'll grow back. Let's all calm down, everybody. Now, I guess maybe the religious overtones or something like that is bringing people into the comments section, trying to state their opinion. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like let us know in the comments section. Is this fair game? I mean, I've seen plenty of parents do even crazier haircuts with their kids, and nobody really bats an eye. But I will say it was a bit of a striking image to see all those kids rocking the bald monk style, raising them strangely over there. But hey, no harm, no foul in my book. All right, Mojo has Bill Hicks recommendations. We'll get to that at the end. Got one more story for you guys out of Thailand before I got a couple for ASEAN region. Now, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I really love scary stuff. I'm big into horror culture, and so this next story is good news for me. We've got some spooky tourism on the way as Thailand targets Spanish tourists with haunted tours. Now, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, or TAT, is launching a haunted tour targeting Spanish tourists specifically. Deputy Governor Siddhapakorn announced that the TAT identified a strong interest among Spanish visitors in haunted attractions. Thailand has many such sites, though they haven't been officially promoted. The haunted tour aims to immerse international tourists in eerie tales and supernatural phenomena. Additionally, TAT is focusing on attracting LGBTQIA+ tourists with tailored events and attractions. In preparation for the 2024 Paris Olympics, the TAT partnered with Carrefour to offer 2,000 tour packages to French tourists, leveraging the expected influx of visitors to draw them to Thailand. TAT's going all out right now, trying every which way, every avenue in order to attract more people to the land of smiles. Obviously, we did a story recently about the changes coming to the visa policies that are allowing tourists to come. More countries come with visa-free entry. Tourists that already had visa-free are now going to be able to stay longer, and that's going to bring in a lot more tourism dollars. But for my money, I am a big spook fest guy. I've done haunted tours in the Keys and in New Orleans. Why not? Thailand's got even older history than America, so I'm sure we got to have some ghosts around here somewhere. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Would you sign up for the haunted ghost tours here in Thailand? All right, guys. Hold on. Larry says, I took a haunted tour in New Orleans and it was spooky. Yeah, same thing, man. Like, I'm with you, Larry. Spooky is my cup of tea. Now, I would say, like, in life, we experience drama, heartbreak, laughs. Rarely do we, fear for our lives. I think that's why we're so fascinated with scary movies and, murder documentaries, that kind of thing. It's interesting stuff to observe from a distance, right? I don't think we want to be in our own horror story, but it is fascinating to learn the history that could lead to that kind of attraction. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'll check you guys in the comments. It seems we got some controversy about the hair, but let me finish up. I got two more stories. That'll do it for our Thai stories now. We got two more stories coming in from the ASEAN region. And we're going to start with Malaysia, where we have a visa victory. Malaysia is attracting tourists with visa-free entry. That sounds familiar. Now, Malaysia is boosting its tourism by offering visa-free entry to travelers from 134 countries, including those from the Gulf Cooperation Council and Schengen areas. Starting December 1st, 2023, visitors from India, China, and ASEAN member nations can stay visa-free for up to 30 days. Now, GCC citizens can stay for up to 90 days for tourism or business. This policy, praised for its friendliness, aims to simplify travel and enhance cultural exchanges. The initiative is expected to significantly boost Malaysia's travel industry, making it an accessible and appealing destination for international tourists and businesses alike. I don't know. Sounds like Malaysia's taking one out of Thailand's book. Honestly, I'm a big advocate of a border-free world, right? I think people should be able to travel and live and be where they want to be. I say that as an expat that has lived in many countries right now and had to deal with the bureaucracy of various nations and trying to stay legally in these countries because, it's a pain in the butt all the time. So anywhere where I feel like we can cut a little red tape, make it easier for people to travel, that's going to increase cultural exchanges. It's going to bring in money to the countries and to me, it just sounds like good news all around. So kudos to Malaysia for following Thailand's lead and trying to get more people from around the world into our beautiful region. All right, now, finally, our last story, off to Singapore. Now, the cat's out of the bag as Singapore lifts its ban on pets in public housing. So Singapore is lifting a 34-year ban on cats in public housing, allowing residents to own up to 2 cats in Housing and Development Board flats. The change follows a public consultation where 90% supported the move. Previously, the ban aimed to prevent issues like shedding, defecation in public areas, and noise. New regulations effective from September require pet owners to complete an online course, microchip and register their pets, and take measures to prevent roaming. There will be an amnesty for households with more than 2 cats. The policy change comes as pet ownership and spending on pets have increased significantly in Singapore. Oh, come on. Finally, Singapore alleviating one of their draconian rules. That's big news, right? Like, can you chew gum there yet? I feel like you still can't chew gum in that country. Obviously, Singapore, very well known for its very absurdly stringent laws. And clearly, it's funny, right? They did a public referendum. They're like, hey, guys, what do you think about this policy? 90% feeling one way. means that your policy probably sucked in the first place, right? Everyone was against it, and they wanted the reform. So good on Singapore for listening to its population. It's not exactly, it's one of those sprinkling of democratic things going on over there. Usually people don't have that much of a voice in their policies. However, this is pretty innocuous, I would imagine. Allowing pet ownership in flats seems like a pretty popular idea. So good idea, Singapore. That'll keep your people happy. I don't know. Yay. I'll end it there. So guys, that'll do it for the news today from the Thaiger. You can always go to thetiger.com to see more news updates throughout the day. Please feel free to go to ASEAN Now as well. ASEANnow.com. That is the largest expat forum here in Thailand. You can get into the comments section and start duking it out with people in there, or just finding people that agree with you. Recently, today's thread of the day, my favorite one, am I really a handsome man? So you have to go and find out on ASEAN Now if you really are a handsome man. All right, so go get in those comments, and we'll see you there. Now that'll do it for our news today. Let's get into the comments and see what you guys have to say about our stories.
This ad is brought to you by Carzuno, the easiest way to lease a brand new car in Thailand.